Pretty much every Shopify store owner has experienced this at one point in time. You have a day where you're getting a ton of sales, absolutely crushing it, but then the next day your stats have fallen off and you're just not getting the number of results that you were the day before. Dealing with the inconsistencies of Facebook ads can be one of the most frustrating parts, but thankfully after fighting it for a few months, I've come up with some solutions and I'm happy to share them with you guys. What's up guys, it's your boy Jordan back with another e-commerce video, and in this video I'm going to talk about one of the things that I get asked about the most. I want to talk to you guys about inconsistencies with your ads, sort of some tips on how you can deal with it. It's one of those things that you can't 100% solve, but implementing all of these things I'm about to share with you is going to help it significantly. Also, you have to remember, if you're just relying on one platform of advertisement for your store, you're putting a lot of eggs in one basket. So it's important to diversify out and try other things like Instagram, like Google Shopping ads, but Facebook ads can absolutely crush it, and it's what has allowed me to generate pretty much all the results that I have made thus far. So anyways, we're gonna jump right into my computer and I'm gonna share with you guys exactly what I'm doing to deal with these inconsistencies within my ads. If you like the quality of this content, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. I appreciate all of you who do that. And also, I have a free Facebook group that you can join in if you ever want to network and meet up with some other e-com entrepreneurs. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So when it comes to inconsistencies, this is something that I have been struggling with for the past couple months, and it's one of those things that everybody is going to deal with when you're focusing mainly on using Facebook ads as your platform to drive traffic to your store. Now, firstly, before I break down these three methods here that are going to help you with the inconsistencies and have helped me, I want to talk to you guys about why I believe that Facebook ads are inconsistent in the first place, and just what I've seen from working with people one-on-one and working on my own businesses as well. So the first key reason on why Facebook ads are inconsistent, and this is not just a thought, this is the logic behind it if you really put it together, is that Facebook is an auction-based platform. So what does that mean exactly? Every time you're trying to get your ad shown to a customer, you're in a bidding war against somebody else for that specific space. So you notice how Facebook is going to ask you if you want to do auto bid or if you want to do manual bid. These are not just like theoretical things. You're really setting the value that you want to place on the bid within the auction, and the person with the best chance of success is going to win the auction. I don't want to say the highest bid because it's not always that. There are other factors that go into it as well. So the three factors are bid, of course, the relevancy score, and lastly, it's the estimated action rate. So I'm actually going to spell that out. Estimated action rate. So the bid, you already know what that is. The relevancy score is how well your audience is receiving the ad that you're showing to them. So let's say you're selling a tool and you're targeting Home Depot, and the people on that interest are just eating it up. They're commenting, they're liking, they're buying. You're going to get a high relevancy score because Facebook is going to be able to tell that people like that ad and people aren't reporting it or anything like that. That's a huge factor. It's not like a game changer. Like if you have like a 7 relevancy score, you're still not going to be able to scale. But all of my real top performing ads, the ones that I have been able to scale to the moon, for lack of a better term, have had about a 9 or a 10 relevancy score. And this just allows you to win more auctions and consistently stay at the top of that pool and just crush your competition. And the last thing is the estimated action rate, which you have no way of seeing. It's one of those back-end things that Facebook has full control over, and it's all algorithmic based. So that's not something you should worry about. But you have to understand this before you understand anything else, because if not, Facebook is just going to seem so confusing to you. This platform that you're trying to get ad space on, you're up against thousands, maybe I would say hundreds of thousands other advertisers that are trying to launch in this same space. So you have to be able to win those auctions consistently. So now you know that. That doesn't necessarily help you at all dealing with your inconsistencies, but I felt that was so important to go through and cover because not too many people even talk about that. And now that you know that, you have a better understanding. But let's talk about how you can actually deal with these inconsistencies right now and do things that will help you out. So the first thing is diversification. So what do I mean by this? Basically, launching more ad sets. So obviously in the beginning of the video, I mentioned you can diversify across other platforms, and that's kind of a given. You should most definitely be doing that, but I've been able to generate close to 1 million with just Facebook ads, and you can still crush it with just Facebook ads. So this diversification is strictly talking about Facebook ads themselves. So launching more ad sets, very broad term. What do I mean by this? So let's say, for example, we're talking theoretically here, you have a winning product, right? And it's absolutely crushing it. But a lot of times this is the case. I've seen this when working with people and in myself as well. You're mainly going to have 1 to 3 ad sets that are really your best performers. And then people try to scale out those ad sets, and it works well typically. The downside to this is that you're putting all of your eggs into that one specific audience in that one specific auction. So that's when you're going to see the most inconsistencies up and down, because you're not across multiple variables. You're just on that one specific path. So the first thing that I would suggest to you is launch more interest within the campaign. Real simple one. Every day, if you've got a winning product, launch 2 to 3 more interests, maybe even more if you're feeling optimistic. This is not going to hurt you at all, and a lot of times I found that this has been able to help me double the sales on the product, because I'll be able to find another audience that is interested and scale that one up. So the first one is launch more interest within the campaign. The second one that you can do is retargeting. So this one, bar none, is one of the most effective ways to deal with the inconsistencies in your ads. Now, if you're making 10 to 20K a day, this isn't going to significantly change it for you. But if you're making 100 to 2 or 3K a day, retargeting is going to allow you to consistently kind of boost your profits each day. Now, if you're making 10 to 20K a day, you should still be running retargeting, but I'm just saying you're not going to see any big difference in your revenue. But retargeting for me has been one of the most consistent ways to get profitable sales. Pretty much every retargeting campaign that I set up has above a 4x return on ad spend, and it's real simple to do. If you don't know how to do it, just go watch my other video. It's called One Simple Trick to Boost Your Sales, and that's like a full guide on retargeting. But retargeting is going to allow you to deal with the inconsistencies, because it's consistently, out of everything, going to stay the most consistent. I keep saying this word, but it's the reality, and it's going to get you the sales that you're looking for. So set up retargeting once you get something that's starting to get some results. The last thing that you can do when trying to launch more ad sets to diversify is to break down your ads and launch them across different factors. So in this case, we'll say break down your ads and launch on diff demographics. So let's say you have a product that you've launched and you're scaling it right now, but you're scaling it to men and women of all ages, and you're targeting worldwide. A lot of the sales are actually coming from 1 to 2 countries, just from guys in the ages of 18 to 40. You're going to want to take that data that you've acquired, like I just said, and make an ad set that is specifically focused on that specific demographic. And what you're going to find is that this one typically, don't quote me on this, but this has worked for me, typically is going to have much better performance than your broad ad set, because this is the target that is working the best for you. So if you implement this first tip right here, you're going to see a big improvement in the inconsistencies that you're getting, because you have more factors in play. Once you find other stuff that's working, of course. Your retargeting is going to be getting you sales every day consistently. Your more interest, you're going to be launching multiple of them each day, so you're going to hopefully be finding more winners there. And then when you scale those and you have the other ones that are scaling, you can use the data that you're paying for each day to break down and launch those on different demographics. So that is the first thing that I always suggest to people who hit me up and want to work with me one-on-one and talk about inconsistencies. You need to launch more ad sets so you can spread it out more evenly. The second thing is new variables. So basically what I mean by this is just testing new ad copy or testing new creative. So look, you've got a product that people want. You've got a product that people are buying. It will not hurt you to test that product on different ad creatives or different ad copies. It literally will take you maybe to make a new video like an hour or 2 hours. I don't know how you guys work, but make a new video, or even at that point, once it starts working, have a company film a video or film your own video so you can have a creative that nobody else has access to, and then test that within the audiences that are working really well in your store. This has allowed me to scale products that were kind of at break even to really high levels. I had one product last year. It was making me like $300, $400 a day, nothing too crazy. I bought it, I ordered it, I made my own video, and I was able to scale that one product to about $2,500 to $3,000 a day in sales, which is a pretty big jump. So test a new creative, and in the meantime, you can test a bunch of new ad copies to the creative that you already have. So if you already have a video that's working, launch a new page post with different creative. You can change up the format, you can change up the wording, whatever it is, and split test that ad copy. It's not going to hurt you, and a lot of times you're going to be able to find new ad copies that perform even better than your original one. So that is the second thing I would suggest when it comes to the inconsistencies in your ads, because you never know how many sales you could be missing out on by not having the proper creative or copy. So diversify your ad sets, launch more, and test new variables into play. And this is going to allow you to see better results, pretty much hands down. Last thing, winning the auctions. So what is the most foolproof way to win the auction time and time again? It's manual bidding. So I'll put this down here. I'll make a detailed video on manual bidding down the line. The only reason why I haven't done one so far is because the strategies for manual bidding are always changing. So I don't want to put something out there and then a month and a half later it's irrelevant information. So anyways, with manual bidding, like I said, the bid is one of the most important parts of why you win the auction. And when you do auto bid, Facebook is going to try to get you to win the auction the most times, but it's not necessarily a guarantee. And it's not a guarantee with manual bidding either, but it's basically like you're in control of the steering wheel here, okay? And I'll actually use a better analogy. You're in control of the gas pedal. With manual bidding, you can set your bid extremely high, higher than your cost per acquisition, and this is the equivalent to just slamming your foot down on the gas pedal. You're going to win a bunch of auctions. Your ad is going to get to be seen to a bunch of people, and you're either going to make more money or you're going to lose a lot of money in a short period of time. So if you have something that's working extremely well, test it, split test it on a manual bidding ad set, set the bid high, like $40 and above, and see how it goes. If it does extremely well, you're going to see much less inconsistencies within your ads, because what happens is with manual bidding, if it finds that the audience is receiving it really well and the ad is getting the type of results that it wants, it's going to be spending a lot faster. This isn't always the case, but I've found this to be the case when I have stuff that's working. And then if it's not doing well at all, it's going to spend a little bit slower. So manual bidding is one of the ultimate ways to deal with the inconsistencies, but these other methods are really good as well, and a lot more, I would say, a lot less riskier than scaling with manual bidding. So all these things are things that you should most definitely be doing to handle the inconsistencies in your ads. But like I opened up this video with, it could be a lot of reasons. So try all of this and you should be able to see some results. This is exactly what's working for me. So hope you guys got some value from this one. It's a little bit of a scattered video, but I know this is something that a lot of you guys have struggled with, so I figured I would share some insight on it. Also, if you're looking for more detailed dive into the strategies that I have just recently created a program where I break down pretty much everything start to finish on building a e-commerce business. I also send you guys about 20 products a week, and there's a ton of other cool bonuses inside, like a free consultation call with me to talk about your business and the things that you're struggling with. So you can check the link to that down below and see everything that they have there. But just know I'm not stopping my free videos anytime soon. Just decided to put that together because so many people ask me for help. So if you're interested, check it out. If not, I ain't mad at you. I got more videos on the way. So thanks for watching. That's all I have for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.